Hi guys, my name is Kinsey and my presentation today is going to be about how nonverbal communication affects online relationships. So nonverbal communication is defined simply as communication without words, including body gestures, facial expressions, physical distance, and we learned about all three of these within our textbook. But nonverbal communication is also found within social media since not a lot of face-to-face interactions occur. It's more like texting, all kinds of communication like that. According to lifescience.com, most experts agree that 70 to 93% of all communication is actually nonverbal. So how does nonverbal communication actually affect online relationships? Since the COVID-19 pandemic, a lot of face-to-face interactions have decreased, so nonverbal communication and online relationships are now more important than they ever have been. So let's look at why certain social media is used, how we connect with others on those social media, and how we end up creating and maintaining good relationships. So people tend to use more professional media for nonverbal communication found within the workplace with their employees and bosses, such as Outlook, LinkedIn, and Indeed. So author Eric Dewitt in his article, The Power of Social Media for Workplace Communication and Distribution from September of 2019 says, social media is a great way to involve employees and brand ambassadors from all positions and levels within your organization with the purpose of sharing news, information, and resources. So whenever you are communicating less professionally with your friends and family, we tend to use more casual social media outlets like Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, etc. Author Arlen Kuknick in his article, Is Social Media Helpful or Harmful for Making Friends? From December of 2019 says, Facebook is excellent for organizing events through event pages or group chats. So now that we know what kind of social media we use for different communication, we need to know how we connect with others online with the social media. So in the workplace, we use more professional communication like emails. Sometimes if you do not communicate professionally and text your bosses or basically do not email them, you may not be taken seriously within your workplace. So it's important to use specific kinds of communication with your bosses. Whenever you are communicating with your friends and family, we tend to use more casual communication like direct messaging, uploading pictures, videos, and tweeting. Social media allows you to non-verbally communicate with people from all around the world. Celeste Scott, in her article, How I Made Meaningful Friendships on the Internet, from October of 2020 says, a quick slide into the DMs and you could have the beginnings of a lifelong friendship. If there's anything the internet is good for, it's connecting like-minded people who would otherwise never have the opportunity to meet. So now that we know how we connect with others, how do we create and maintain the relationships? So since we are working from home a lot more, it's more important to show your bosses that you are dedicated to your job. So taking initiative, asking questions, and communicating often with your employers is going to be very important with creating these relationships. TheMuse.com says, being innovative and taking initiative shows your manager that you're invested in growing with the company and that is bound to lead to a better relationship between the two of you. With more casual communication, reaching out to those with similar interests and not rushing things is going to be very important. Nonverbal communication can make it difficult to fully understand someone, so having similar interests with the people can also really help you with understanding them and better knowing them. If you rush a friendship or seem too eager, the person may think you have the wrong intentions and will not want to pursue the relationship with you any longer. Celeste Scott mentions how, like any other friendship, internet friendships develop in their own time on a case-by-case basis. So in conclusion, technology and social media is advancing every day, which means that communication within social media is only becoming more important every day. So hopefully learning about how nonverbal communication affects online relationships can help you create and maintain the relationships that you build online. And then here are just a couple of pictures about nonverbal communication. And then here are my references.